Well, what's going on, everybody? Good numbers are abound. Right there. Good number to start at. Well, here we go with the technocratic tyranny just released. Oh, was today the second or the third? Today's the third. Released yesterday. It was just put in my hands. Let's put it that way. What I want to go through here is this TCR. Boy, we've heard that acronym before. It's actually the CRA, the Community Reinvestment Act. What I find interesting with all these communities, right, and public service, community services, so forth, boy, you could look at YouTube as doing that, as being like a community service. Especially the way some programmed, boy, I can't say any names anymore because I get struck. I got 2 strikes this morning for even saying a channel name. Interesting enough, huh? So as my freedom of speech gets strapped down, others are, abounding and abundant. But looking at it as YouTube as a community or a community service, okay, federally funded, been proven, right? And they take it a step further from communism down to pockets. And then you got brainwashed little order followers going around calling other people, especially with military service, order followers. That's just free to roam YouTube landia, saying everybody's names and putting titles in comments, actually not comments, channel titles, and channels in the title, and free to roam around. Isn't that interesting? I don't like saying people's real names, and guess what? Mr. Cox hasn't doxed anybody. If I put your name in the title for 15 minutes or so, and then change it to something else, right, coded, that's not really doxing anyone. Boy, I've had addresses doxed. Many past addresses doxed. See where this is going. Here, the CRA programs the federal money flowing into private hands actually encourages the povertization of America communities, because poverty is what keeps the federal money flowing in their communist network of community workers growing. Community workers. The community also needs victims to serve with their social services network powered by federal and foundation money. Professional victims funded and powered by federal and foundation money? Not in YouTube landia. That doesn't happen in YouTube landia, right? Silicon Valley. Huh. Let's go to the next clip. I'll put the link to this in the description box. Okay. Released July 8th, 2020, new records show Google, Microsoft, Amazon have thousands of previously unreported military and law enforcement contracts. Law enforcement contracts, federal funding, communities, pockets, and gangster thugs that think they run them. New research shows that Silicon Valley companies have thousands of previously unreported subcontracts with the U.S. military and federal law enforcement, including ICE and the FBI. Interesting. To track maybe insurrectionists, right? Those dirty, low-down insurrectionists that were in the Capitol, staying in between the little roped-off areas, right? Some of them. Some actually, insurrectionists wearing badges and, holding the door open for insurrections to go inside the Capitol. What's interesting is what's been brought up recently is the suicides that are happening, the 4 suicides so far from the Capitol Police. Maybe because they were Robin Williams and, into silence. Because they knew maybe the backbone of the operation. You don't know. Pertaining to January 6th at the Capitol. Isn't this interesting, some of this stuff? Huh. Hundreds of similar subcontracts records show. Similar subcontracts. What would these subcontracts be doing? Subcontractors like just trolling and stuff, and you know, maybe Google, YouTube employees. They got like free range, you know, over the internet. You know, don't get copyrights on this channel. You know, it's funny how some people will joke, right, that they might work for YouTube or Google, but that's how the deception works. It's like up in your face, Looserfarian type stuff. That's why Mr. Cox just doesn't need to participate. And once somebody does say, you know, or, you know, I kind of get the whiff, right, of maybe somebody that works for Google or YouTube, right, I'm out. I won't sit there and trade back and forth with you anything. Gone. Done. Boom. Fastest way to get Mr. Cox to leave your channel and never come back. Huh. Now, I wonder why these subcontractors would be maybe trolling the internet. I mean, that's the way I look at it, right? Throw some BS out there so people will respond back with the truth, right? That's what they need. I got a question for you, Mr. Cox. Bullshit, 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 leading, right? Question. No, it actually didn't work that way. It worked this way, and this way. Right? Get you to divulge information. Boy, you need subcontractors and good little order followers of the cymatic instilled Silicon Valley. Let's go to the next clip. Let's see how some of these guys might actually be inserted into the Matrix. Really, I mean, that's what it is. We just saw they need poverty, right? Keep people poor so they'll just become influencers on YouTube. Right? Let's go to the next. So what happens in America when there's more people that have been inserted into the Matrix as a snitch or, you know, influencer or something like that because they took a plea deal? I mean, I would almost speculate that it'd be like at least half the population of people that have taken plea deals and actually inserted into the Matrix is a boy, we could be called a sentinel, right? We call that a sentinel, the drunkard watchers on the wall. That may have even, you know, I mean, a lot of these guys, these actors, these state actors on the internet do have criminal records. So this is a motion to seal. You can see the date there in the top line. I've tried to show this once before. We're going to keep on it. Motion to seal. I'm not going to give the now informant's name because that would be doxing him, right? And it'd probably get me visited and, you know, I don't mind. Oh, geez. Here we go. Oh, there you go. Oh, here, don't strike it. Don't strike it because we showed your channel name. There you go. See, usually copyright you have up to 1 minute. Yeah, don't strike the channel. Oh, yeah, so for people, this is actually a great one to actually land on here. So for somebody to, oh, dang it, we got to keep that. Oh, man, he'll strike us. Okay. Just for using a channel name, too, it seems as though these days that's what's happening. But yeah, these funny little shills driving chick cars that admit, jokingly or not, that they work for, you know, YouTube is and they're running their own pocket, right? And they're saying they're going to other pockets. They're even saying, you know, their own watches, why are you guys going to other pockets and going there and going here and right? That's very man, that's beyond communism. See, that's how far we've gone. Let me pause and get back to where I was at. Oh, geez, don't strike the channel. So, as I said in the last couple of clips, you know, a lot of these guys that are maybe subcontractors have taken a plea deal, and a lot of these guys seem to have past criminal records. But why don't they get their records sealed? You know, or maybe some are. I don't know. I'm not, you know, that good of a, you know, researcher and so forth. Because the keywords you might search for on the internet could get you in trouble. That's why I haven't been able to do really any research lately, but this way I can at least show this way without, you know, getting in trouble here. And I'm not going to really read much of this, but if you look at some of the wording in this, okay, and I need to, I'll point out a couple. There was some wording in here, like I said, that it was just like, I cannot believe they're using this type of language. Right? So basically, yeah, the defendant is scheduled to plead guilty before the court to the charges detailed in the criminal information pursuant to cooperation plea agreement. Interesting. Let's see if I can go to the next one without creating some craziness on the screen. Cooperation, as it relates to the ongoing investigation, will not be public information. I wonder if anything, if Operation Vigilant Eagle might have anything to do with this also. Pretty interesting. I was going through this a little more in detail not too long ago, and I was finding some of the language very interesting. I would turn my phone and blow it up a little bit more, but it'll screw up the whole recording, and it'll be sideways for you anyway. So we got to kind of do it this way. Excuse me. Criminal information. Public may reveal the existence of the defendant's cooperation and potential plea, given that the filing of an information by the government typically precedes a guilty plea. Yeah. Taking them plea deals to get inserted in the matrix is just a battery. Isn't that interesting? You can pause. I know it's hard to read. It's going to be hard to read. But I don't want to read it with too many keywords. Using too many keywords in Commyville. Oh, and the little pocket communities, they'll get triggered. According to these facts, present and extraordinary situation and a compelling governmental interest which justify sealing of the criminal information and other related documents. There's some case precedents. Government also requests relief from notification requirements for related cases detailed in the LCR there. It states in relevant part, whenever an attorney for a party in a civil or criminal action becomes aware of the existence of a related case or cases, attorney shall immediately notify in writing judges. Okay. Let's go to the next one. There's a couple more left. Trying to get there. There we go. Got to minimize it all the way for it to flip. Some of you might know that already. Okay. Shall such serve notice on counsel for all other parties. Governmental requests. Yeah, we wanted to take out some of the information on this guy, but this will be the let's say just the regular format for anybody else that they decide to sign up and throw on the Matrix that visited the Capitol on January 6th of 2021. But this is probably the general format for some type of subcontractor to be inserted in the Matrix as an order follower. And just to talk BS that I'm trying to set up a defense fund for sickos where, two women, one a predominant psychologist that has written books apparently and a famous author, and another woman got me to come into a hangout, and they asked me, boy, what could we do for people? Can we help veterans in any way? Right? And all of a sudden, I'm the one. I just suggested, Well, if you got some money to work with, it sounds like you do, and you're saying you got a lot of money to spend and help people. You could help veterans that are being, their voices being squashed by Operation Vigilant Eagle. Help find them and help them. Not me set up. Or not me. Hey, I'm trying to set up a defense fund for people. I'm not. I never did that. But to have some shilly shills come out, maybe possibly as subcontractors that have, had this similar paperwork ran across, their jurisdiction desk, okay, and then be inserted in. Holy crap! Let's give an instance to this real quick. So, joking or not, okay, in my belief that Silicon Valley is deeply entrenched with pedophilia, protecting pedophilia, deflecting, calling other people pedos to deflect away from what they themselves are doing. Okay, it's very. I think this is very forthtelling. Like I said, Looserfarians are like up in your face with deceiving people with a lot of BS, right? Hey, at least I try to keep some of my BS to comedy. Okay, this isn't comedy. This isn't parody. This isn't satire. I think this is a confession it's the body language, actually the voice language analysis here with this confession. Let's go.
I want to give a shout out to my company, the company that I work for, YouTube, for letting me play all this copyrighted material and giving me free reign on YouTube to do whatever I want.
Yeah, strike channel.
Pdos tactic.
Yeah, isn't that quite amazing? Let's go back to our other article here. So to me, actually, even joking or admitting that, you might be an employee of any of these companies listed here. Okay. That's the fastest way to get Mr. Cox to go away from your channel. And I'm not really like a pocket person as far as the community-wise goes. And just to let you know. So if I'm listening, you think I'm listening, and you want Mr. Cox to tune out, that's all you got to say is that you're an employee for YouTube or Twitter or Google, Microsoft, anything like that, even if it's joking. Best way to get Mr. Cox to go away, and what I usually do is just go back to working in my shop or going fishing. And that's the least communist thing that I can think of, besides having to purchase a community license. Oh man, the way we've really been led astray and farther down the rabbit hole as far as going away from even community, and the way it's been hijacked into communism, into pockets on YouTube. And gangster thugs that are like security and police for them without any credentials. Boy, have fun in your fantasy world, okay? Saying my name, putting my channels in your titles, okay? And YouTube allowing it. And boy, oh boy, there's still a lot of videos out there that I've actually struck with my real name in the title that doesn't go away. But if I put somebody's channel name in the title or say it, Struck City, baby. Have a good one on this communistic platform ran by Pdos, in my opinion, and being brainwashed by them and actually being protected by them. I'm out. Peace out. Have a good day.